Little Cactus, would you like to join me for tea of danger?
I like tea.
Good, because we're going to have some. See, I've already set it out right here. We're going to have some. Hang on, let me go get it.
Danger, 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 tea.
Little Cactus, don't spill this tea. It's hot and dangerous. All right, what do we got? Tea time. There it is. Tea time.
It sounds like today's adventure was about opening and closing the Flowerling's gates. And today's monster kept sucking up my master's blood. Stop bothering my master.
Yeah, stop bothering me. Thank you, Little Cactus. Hello, everyone. I am the MoeChicken, and welcome back to more of the Legend of Mana. In the last episode, we went to the Mindus Ruins and had a tea time of danger, which is a stupid name for an episode. But we are moving on today to another place that we have not been yet, because that's the goal for today, is going to places we have not been yet. Here we go. Today, I think we will go to the Feig Snowfields, which is another one of my favorite places in the game. I really like the Feig Snowfields. I like the music. I like snow. I like the name Feig. It sounds cool. Let's go there. Here we go. Let's check it out. Feig. Oh, Nakaratos. There's no such thing as fairy treasure. Your deceased wife will not come back to life. Can't look back. What's going on here? Hi. Hello. Oh, I need to get back to my students. You will not find fairy treasure here, young traveler. You might end up getting turned into an ice statue by the Ice Witch. Just like my brother. Oh, okay. Bye. That's, oh crap, what is his name? Not Nunazak. Oh, what is his name? Oh no, what is his name? He's like one of my favorite characters. Well, he's one of the teachers at, the Academy Magic at Geo. We've actually met him before. The last time we encountered him, he was trying to use a spell that would destroy the world, and in fact it wound up just kind of making fireworks, so that's cool. But apparently he is here today with his students to do something involving an ice witch, I guess. So that's neat. Let's go. Halk Flute. Yeah! Awesome. Bam. Bam. So another thing, I mentioned in the last episode that I've been playing kind of on my own to make like weapons and stuff. And one of the goals that I was trying to accomplish was to make powerful enough spells that I could play the game as just a mage, because it's very difficult. It's very, very hard to survive in this game only using magic, because it's slow, it's generally not as powerful as weapons can potentially be, and it's bound by like elemental specific abilities. So it's just kind of hard to survive as just a mage. But I made a bunch of equipment like this Altina felt robe, which you see grants me bonuses to magic. This wizened cap, which grants me major bonuses to magic and charm. And then I'm wearing the Forbidden Ring, which I actually don't need to wear right now. I made this thing called the Sacred Pool, which has two bonus effects. Well, it also boosts my magic, and it also has Spirit Spring and Unicorn, which I think Unicorn will increase the speed with which you revive if you're defeated. Because, like, if you're defeated in battle, but you've got an ally still alive, there's kind of like a countdown timer on how quickly you can... Oh, I made kanji happen. On how quickly you can revive. And apparently having Spring and Unicorn at the same time will reduce the time it takes to revive down to just 1/3 of what it would normally be. So it's very useful. And then the Spirit, I think, increases the number of experience crystals I get. Something like that. Either way, I was pretty proud of it. It turned out very well. So I don't know, it's fun to do stuff. It's fun to experiment with, like, making, this is something that I've kind of felt for a long time about games that have crafting systems. I love to make, elemental or, like, very specific equipment. You know, like, it's like, I'm gonna make the strongest fire axe there is, and I, like, pump it full of fire, and I make it, like, do, like, continuous damage, and, like, all kinds of things, to make it feel as cool and fire axey as I can. I like that kind of thing. I like making, I guess you could say, stuff that the developers might leave you as treasure in a dungeon. You know, that's fun for me, so that's kind of what I was thinking with making that equipment set. It's like, I want to make a mage outfit. You know, so I made like a hat and like a sacred ring and a robe. Oh, it's fun for me. I love that kind of thing. That's actually one of the game ideas I've bandied around for a while. Is this game that's pretty much just about making stuff, but not like an alchemy system, more like a tempering or weapon making system, where like the goal is actually to use weapon making to sort of like the I guess you could say the goal is to pay off a debt. Like the main character is heavily in debt, and he's trying, or his family's heavily in debt, and so he becomes like a blacksmith because he wants to sort of earn enough to pay off his family's debts. And along the way, other adventures happen and stuff like that. But it would be, I just think it would be fun to wander around and like be able to make stuff and like hunt for items and equipment and all that stuff. But it will probably never happen, like so many of my ideas are. But I try. All right, there's treasure. Where am I now? Did I just go in a big loop? No, because there was an exit this way. So what's up here? What's up here? Oh, I did go in a loop. Okay, never mind. I'm back in the Field of Innocence. Now I'm in the South Feed Glacier. I haven't really talked too much about the environment, but it's a beautiful place. I also like how there's like coral, kind of, here and there. I think that's sort of interesting. It reminds me of the Coral Valley from FF7, which I always really liked. Which I'm fairly certain is supposed to be Coral Valley. It's written as Coral, like it's C-O-R-R-A-L, rather than C-O-R-A-L. But it's like covered in coral and shells and stuff, so I have to assume it was probably supposed to be Coral Valley. I don't know. That's cool to me. I like that. I like snowy things because I did not grow up with snow, and so therefore snow is very exotic to me. It's like, it's a foreign, exciting thing. Probably the same way that people feel about like the ocean, because I grew up near the ocean. And so the ocean's like, okay, yeah, whatever, I go there in the summer. But for some people, it's like, the ocean is exotic and exciting. Ooh. Oh, hello. Are you an octopus person? What's on your head? Hello? Who are you?
You can't go past here. There's a snow monster there.
Oh. Can I go anyway?
You can't go past here. There is a snow monster there.
Oh. Okay. Bye. I can't go that way, everyone. There's a snow monster there. Neato. Where have I not been? I feel like I've been everywhere now. Oh, so this is also exciting. You see there's this sky dragon here? Sky dragons, there are 3 types of dragons in the game, or 3 types of like standard monster dragons in the game. There's the sky dragon, the land dragon, and the baby dragon. All 3 of them have the ability to potentially give you dragon stuff. Either it's dragon armor or, dragon meat, or the most exciting of all, dragon scales. Dragon scales is one of the best tempering materials in the game. Did I go up from here? I don't think I went up yet. I'm going to go up now. But it's really hard to get, and so when I was younger, this is one of the first places you can find a dragon relatively easily. There's a dragon, there's a sky dragon here, there's a land dragon in Makiv Caverns, which unfortunately is also in an area that has a potential for a monster egg or a, playing music for the spirits, which is kind of what makes that one not as appealing as this one. And then there's a kid dragon in the Bone Fortress, and I think those are the 3 that I know of. But if you're trying to grind, then you need to have access to all 3 of those, and so having this Sky Dragon here is very helpful. So, little thing. Again, once you start tempering, you kind of figure out where the monsters you're looking for show up, so you can just fight them. And they're more valuable if they're easier to get to. What's over here? Mephians. That's his name. I remembered it as it came up. Pack your belongings. We are leaving. Look at his cool tent.
What about the fairy treasure?
I'd much rather see ourselves alive. Let's go. I love that. Look at their cool campfire. It's just like a hollowed out area with fire happening.
But your brother lost his life looking for the treasure. You're looking for the treasure to save your brother, right?
It is believed that fairy treasure lets you meet the deceased. But perhaps he was reunited with his wife through death.
Mr. Mephians.
What is it?
Can we sit by the fire just a little bit longer?
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
There are rumors that monsters and ice witches lurk here. Mr. Mephians may be scared of them.
I've never known how to pronounce his name. Maybe that's why I forgot it. I've never known how to pronounce his name.
I want to go home. There's an ice witch up ahead.
There's also treasure I'm going to take. Nice knockout dust! Nice wad of wool! So I never put it together when I was younger. Is that like a wad of wool that you would then put chloroform on? Is he planning to knock someone out? Did Mama say to knock someone out, Mephians? What are you doing? Maybe Nocratos has a whole new life now. But you students stay here. I will be right back. Away!
Mr. Mephians?
So an interesting thing about this, too, is that Mephians is kind of a strange character. The first time you meet him, he's trying to destroy the world. This time, he's just trying to find out what happened to his brother, basically. It's like the designers of the game didn't know if he was a villain or not. Because you also meet him at the Academy of Magic, and he's just like a teacher. It's just, he's a very strange character that kind of feels like he was supposed to be more important than he turned out to be, and maybe they didn't know how to use him properly. I don't know. Plus, even his design is kind of strange. Like, is that a mask he's wearing? Is that his face? What is he? There's so many questions I have about Mephians, but whatever, they ain't getting me explained. Oh, unrelated, because I thought of it when I said Mephians' name. Did you know that apparently with the release of a game on mobile, Square Enix releases so many cool games on mobile that they could release on, a console. I paid a lot of money for consoles, but no, just use the cell phone. Whatever. Anyway, gripe over. They released a mono game not too long ago. And it's one of those crossover games where they have a lot of characters from various different games. I'm kind of on the fence about that kind of game. It seems kind of... I mean, those characters never really have much impact. I'd much rather have, unique characters and just have that happen than, all these crossover characters. But I guess for some people it's fun to, collect characters or whatever. Anyway, among the characters you can get are the protagonists from Legend of Mana. And so now they have names. The male character's name's Shiloh. The female character's name's Seraphina. Go figure. Anyway, did you not just call me a ice fitch a while ago? She's German now, I guess. I am sorry, but tell me the truth, please. How many times do I have to tell you that he is alive? You are the one who is telling everyone that I killed him. Oh, you still don't believe me, do you? Please understand. Please understand. He was my only brother. I just did not want to believe it. Is that really Narkratos? His magical powers were amazing. To survive in this brutal environment, he became a snow monster. He's still waiting for the fairies at the Garden of Icicle Flowers. Narkratos, what a fool you are. It looks like he's wearing a Viking helmet from the back. Doesn't it? Kind of looks like he's a silly Viking from the back. You cannot do anything to fairies that way. Narkratos no longer has a human mind. You know that, don't you? This is a truth that you refused to hear until now. There are lots of Z's in that. I wish to free Narkratos. Only if I could send him to the underworld, where his wife awaits him. Is that what you want to wish to do? Go right ahead. Oh, okay. What are we doing? I'm supposed to help Mephians? Hi. Even if he is no longer human, I cannot kill my own brother. Go ahead if you want to fight the snow monster. And I guess I do. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh wait, hang on. I think I actually have a fire elemental magic. Didn't I make a fire one? Salamander, yeah, there we go. I'll use this. Should have been using this all along, I suppose. That's the wrong one, that's Jin. Body doo 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 doo. Kill them anyway, body doo doo doo. Body doo doo doo. So you can see one thing that's cool about the Salamander Spear, that's, I think, my first control lock. So I'm actually able to, like, move it around on my own. It's very convenient. The best, well, that's control fire. The best is control lock, because with control lock, as soon as you release the button, any enemies in the range of the spell will immediately get captured. So it's much better for specific aim, but control fire is still pretty good. What, her? Oh, this is important too. Okay, so back before I knew about tempering for money, this was the best way I knew of to earn money. So this is a dragon egg. It's, I think, the only place in the game that you can catch dragon eggs. And a land dragon, if I remember correctly, a land dragon will sell for 5,000 gold at level 1. A sky dragon will sell for 2,500, and I think the baby dragons sell for 2,000. So if you catch a bunch of dragons and then let them hatch, it's a very easy way to make some money. Deliver whelpy whelp, the growl you go. This place is very important. Came here a lot. But, you know, there are much better ways to make money. Just the wind cap thing works super well. So I've been using that to fund all my tempering exploits recently. So that was not what I needed, apparently. What's this way? There we go. This must be Narkratos in the Field of Lost Guilt. Ugh. This mission's kind of a bummer. Oh, there he is. Look at this cool guy. It's a giant snow walrus rabbit. It's a Dumere. That's not the right one. That's the wrong spell. Burn, sucker! So, if we're to understand the sort of the plot line here, Mephiance's brother Narkratos came to this place to find fairy treasure, which he believed would allow him to meet with his wife, who was deceased. And unfortunately, fairies in this game are hateful and have wanted nothing to do with him. And so, ostensibly, he has been waiting all this time for fairies to show up so he could take their treasure. And he turned into that monster, I guess. Because... I guess. You freed him for me. Thank you. Now how do you feel? Not so great. You still don't believe me, do you? Can we stop talking about that? It's over now. Oh, you need to make eye contact when speaking. That's important, you know. Thanks for the gold. And scene! Alright, well, so yeah, like the idea is that Nocratos went there, he turned himself into a snow monster so he could survive in that environment and waited. And presumably he has been waiting for years because Mephians only just now went to try to save him. Meanwhile, this lady, who I think her name is Crystal, something like that, just kind of like she was trying to protect him, or protect other people and protect him. And that was that. It's a little bit of a tragedy, you know? It's kind of a sad story, but it's just one of the many stories in this game that are just kind of like... I know I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I'll play Land Bopper while I talk. There are a lot of things in this game that make you want there to be, or at least they make me want there to be more story. Like, I find myself wondering, you know, it's like, okay, well, what's the background here? What was Nocratos like? What happened with his wife? Like, what were any of these things before the game start? And you're never given that information. The closest to that information you get is, I mentioned, I think in the previous episode, the idea that one mission lets you get like lets you get like a history of the world kind of thing. That gives you some background about Fadiel itself, but you never really find out about the individuals so much. So there's just a lot of stuff in this game that I would love to have built out, but at the same time, if they were too explicit about it, I think it would take away some of the mystery of the game. And, you know, part of the fun of this game is figuring out what's going on. So, it's cool. It's cool, but that's how Legend of Mana is. I'm gonna keep playing this. I'll play a little bit longer until I mess up completely. Whoa, oh jeez. Oh, it's fast now. No! I'm bad at Land Bopper! No! No! Help! Help! I'm MoeChicken, this is Legend of Mana, and I'm bad at this! Bye! Oh, no! No! Ah! Frickin' Land Bopper! They should give you something if you do well at this, but I don't think they do. Quit. Boo.